Okay, today I'm home, not in the car, running around. I think this is day 4, but I don't remember of my challenge. Well, last night, depending on, your views, could have been good or bad. But one of the things that I'm learning by walking with Adonai, God, is that we learn to be able to see the blessings of each day. And that is the biggest lesson that God taught me this week was I woke up, I think it was Monday. Maybe it was Sunday. I don't remember. Maybe it was last week. But I woke up one day and I just wasn't feeling it. For whatever reason, I was really down. I was just really stressed. I don't remember. I couldn't tell you what it was over right now. But I woke up and I just wasn't in a great mood. I didn't feel like, my feelings just weren't where they should have been. And the verse kept coming in my head. Today is the day the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad in it. And I was like, why am I thinking of that verse? One, I normally don't think about that verse. 2, I'm like, that is the last thing I feel like doing is rejoicing. And, but I sat down. I remember it was early in the morning and it was a particularly chilly morning and the sun was coming through and I love to sit in the sunshine. I'm like, ooh, I'm like a reptile. I love to sit in the sun. It feels good. And I thought, I'm just going to open up my word. That's one thing I do is when I am struggling, I just out of faith, I open up my Bible and because I know it's going to shift me. And it did. And I opened up to that verse because I'm like, if that's in my mind, that's what I'm going to read today. And it occurred to me that a lot of times I don't thank God for the day, that I instead focus on the circumstances that I want to see changed rather than focusing on the opportunities and the blessings of that day. And it just hit me right. We can hear the same thing over and over and over and over again, and it doesn't sink in. And then one day it's like it gets in and gets through that chink in the mail, in the hard shell that we have. It gets through and it soaks in, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I get it. And I was able to start shifting and just looking out, and I'm like, thank you for making today. Thank you for making it for me. Thank you for creating me, and thank you for allowing me to be alive today, to see today. And that's a really big deal for me to say. I don't know, I'll go into it too much, in the future, we'll see. But I struggle with a lot of days of even wanting to be here. I'm like Paul, I'm like, for me to live in Christ, to die is gain. I would rather just, go home and be with the Lord. And there are a lot of days that I struggle with, like, why am I here? And not that I don't love God, I love Him. I don't love being around other people sometimes. Just being real. And so not to make light of it, but there are a lot of days I struggle with being grateful just for that day and for being alive. And I was really so thankful. Like really, really thankful. And I started thinking, thank you. Yeah, thank you for today. And I didn't feel like rejoicing, but as the day went on, I did. And then the next day it just grew, and the next day it grew. And like yesterday, I just kept looking around and going, wow, thank you for today. Thank you for today. You made today. You made today. Oh my gosh, thank you for today. Show me, where are the opportunities in today? Where's the blessings? Every single day I know, even if it's a really bad day, circumstantially, maybe my feelings aren't there, maybe something horrible has happened. Even so, God made that day, and there are blessings to be found. There are opportunities and possibilities to be found in that day for everybody. And I remembered that God had kind of taught me this lesson many years ago when I went through this major shift spiritually. And it was like, oh, I had kind of forgotten that. And when he had taught me that lesson, he had taken me to a new level. And I knew there were just some things that happened in the last couple of weeks that I knew God had just shifted me into a new level and had birthed me into it. It was a lot of work. And I was like, oh my goodness, I need to remember this. I need to keep hold of this. I need to take this to a new level because he's taking me into a new level. And to be able to successfully and to be able to embrace all that God has, I have to look at every single day, the blessings of every single day, and go, where are the blessings for today? Where's the opportunity for today? Even on days that are really difficult and things aren't looking well, instead of focusing on me, instead of focusing on the chaos around me, which if you go and read my issue about peace for my Pale Lane magazine, read that issue about peace, what shalom means. Shalom really talks about it causes chaos to flee. To really speak shalom into my life is to say, wow, God has made a new day. I'm invited into his day, and there are opportunities, possibilities, and blessings waiting to be discovered by me. No matter what is going on around me, there is something waiting to be discovered that is a gift from the Father. So like yesterday, I was like, oh my gosh, you made today. There's something good in here. I feel like it's like a perpetual Easter egg hunt. There's always something great to be found. And so today is the day the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad in it. There are blessings, opportunities, and wonderful circumstances waiting for you to be discovered by you, and revelations of who he is. So go out today and find them and rejoice in the day that the Lord has made. All right, blessings. I'll see you tomorrow.